Today we will continue the second part of the body fluids and circulation. In the last question, we discussed about the tricuspid and bicuspid valves. Here we will discuss about the semilunar valves. The opening of the right and the left ventricle into the pulmonary artery and the aorta, respectively, are provided with the semilunar valves. The valves in the heart allow the flow of blood only in one direction, that is from atria to ventricles and from ventricles to pulmonary artery or aorta. Nodal tissue is a specialized cardiac musculature which is distributed in the heart. Here in the figure we have SA node, sinoatrial node, which is present in the right upper corner of the right atrium. Next we have atrioventricular node, AV node, which is seen in the lower left corner of the right atrium close to the atrioventricular septum. Next AV bundle and then Purkinje fibers. Sinoatria node is known as the pacemaker of the heart. It can generate the maximum number of action potentials, that is 70 to 75 per minute, and is responsible for initiating and maintaining the rhythmic contractile activity of the heart. Next, define cardiac cycle. In cardiac cycle, initially we have 4 chambers of heart are in a relaxed state, that is in a joint diastole. Tricuspid and the bicuspid valves are open. Blood flow in the ventricles through their respective arteries. SAN generates an action potential. Arterial systole. Systole means atria contraction. This increases the flow of blood in ventricles by about 30%. The action potential is conducted to the ventricular side by the AVN and AV bundle, from where the bundle of His transmits it through the entire ventricular musculature. This causes the ventricular muscles to contract, which coincide with the atria diastole. Then closure of the tricuspid and the bicuspid valves occur. This further increases the ventricular pressure. As ventricular pressure increasing further, semilunar valves guarding the pulmonary artery and aorta are forced open, allowing the blood in the ventricles to flow through these vessels into the circulatory pathway. The ventricle pressure falls and the semilunar valves are closed. As the ventricular pressure declines further, the tricuspid and the bicuspid valves are pushed open by the pressure in the atria exerted by the blood which was being emptied into them by veins. Blood now once again moves freely to the ventricles. The ventricles and the atria are now again in a relaxed state, that is joint diastole. Soon the SAN generate a new action potentials and the same events are repeated again. As we know, heart beats 72 times per minute, so there are many cardiac cycles are performed per minute. Duration of per cardiac cycle is 0.8 seconds. Next, stroke volume. During each cardiac cycle, each ventricle pump out approx 70 ml of blood, and we can calculate the cardiac output. Stroke volume into heart rate, which is approx equal to 5000 ml or equal to 5 liters. Interesting to know that there are 2 sounds which heart produced, lub and dub. Lub is associated with the closure of tricuspid and bicuspid valves, while dub is associated with the closure of semilunar valves. Next is the electrocardiograph. We are probably familiar with this scene from a typical hospital television show. A patient is hooked up to a monitoring machine that show voltage traces on a screen and makes the sound like beep, beep, beep. To obtain a standard ECG, a patient is connected to the machine with 3 electrical leads, one to each wrist and to the left ankle, that continuously monitor the heart activity. Here we have 3 peaks. P wave represent the depolarization of atria. Depolarization means contraction, and QRS complex represent the depolarization of ventricles, and T wave represent the repolarization of ventricles. Repolarization means return of ventricles from excited to normal state. The end of T wave marks the end of systole. Next, we have three layers in arteries and veins: an inner lining of squamous epithelium, tunica intima, middle layer of smooth muscles and elastic fibers, tunica media, and an external layer of fibrous connective tissue with collagen fibers, tunica externa. In double circulation, venules, veins, vena cava pour the deoxygenated blood into the right atria, whereas pulmonary veins pour the oxygenated blood into the left atria. Right atria pour the deoxygenated blood into the right ventricle, which further goes into the pulmonary artery. The deoxygenated blood pumped into the pulmonary artery is passed on to the lungs, from where the oxygenated blood is carried by the pulmonary veins into the left atrium. Then blood goes to the left ventricle, and from left ventricle it goes to aorta. The oxygenated blood entering the aorta is carried by a network of arteries, arterioles and capillaries to the tissue, from where the deoxygenated blood is collected by system of venules. Here we have to remember one thing. Generally, veins carry the deoxygenated blood and arteries carry the oxygenated blood. But here we can see from the right ventricle, pulmonary artery carry the deoxygenated blood to the lungs, and the pulmonary veins carry the oxygenated blood from the lungs to the left atria. Hepatic portal system is a vascular connection between the digestive tract and the liver. The hepatic portal vein carries blood from intestine to liver. Next, effect of neural signal through the sympathetic nerves. It can increase the rate of heartbeat, strength of ventricular contractions and thereby cardiac output. And effect of parasympathetic nerves, it is just opposite to the sympathetic nerves. They can decrease the heartbeat, strength of the ventricular contraction decreases and thereby cardiac output. In the disease atherosclerosis, lumen of arteries become narrower due to deposits of calcium, fats, cholesterol and fibrous tissue. Diseases when no enough oxygen reaching the heart muscle, angina or angina pectoris. Heart failure, it means the state of heart when it is not pumping the blood effectively enough to meet the needs of the body, and the main reason is the congestion of lungs. Hypertension is the high blood pressure when the blood pressure is more than the normal. Normal is 120/80. In this measurement, 120 millimeters of mercury pressure is the systolic or pumping pressure, and 80 mmHg is the diastolic or resting pressure. If the pressure of a person is 140/90, it means the pressure is higher. It shows hypertension. High blood pressure lead to heart diseases and also affect the vital organs like brain and kidney. Thank you.